And we will now begin with Chairman Old Coyote, and you can begin.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Crow Nation, I want to thank Chairman Lambourne, Representative Daines, and the members of the House Subcommittee on Energy and Mineral Resources for holding this oversight hearing on Powder River coal mining. My name is Darren Old Coyote, and I am Chairman of the Crow Nation. I appreciate this invitation to provide testimony from the Crow Nation's perspective on coal development, an area central to my administration and a topic that has unlimited potential to improve the ongoing substandard socioeconomic conditions of the Crow people and the surrounding communities in southeastern Montana, which includes the northern portion of the Powder River Basin. I have served as an elected official of the Crow Nation for 8.5 years. My purpose today is to provide a brief history of the Crow Nation's resources, to summarize my administration's efforts to develop coal in the northern Powder River Basin, and to share the benefits and challenges of Crow coal development. The Crow Nation is a sovereign government located in southeastern Montana. The Crow Nation has 3 formal treaties with the federal government, concluding with the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868. The Crow Reservation originally encompassed most of Wyoming, including the Powder River Basin and southeastern Montana, totaling 38.5 million acres. Through a series of treaties, agreements, and unilateral federal laws over a 70-year span, Crow territory was reduced by 92% to its current 2.2 million acre area. In addition to substantial land loss, the remaining tribal land base within the exterior boundary of the Crow Reservation was carved up by the 1920 Crow Allotment Act because of allotment and federal probate of Indian property, with many Indians dying without wills, and fractionated land ownership arose. The Crow land base has been decimated by fractionated ownership of various allotments. The Department of Interior estimates that over 10% of all fractionated lands within Indian country are actually within the Crow Reservation, with numerous parcels of allotted lands that have more than 10 owners and sometimes more than 100 owners. In some, the loss of the Crow land base, allotment, and fractionation have collectively resulted in checkerboard ownership of reservation lands, giving rise to overlapping governmental authority in Indian country. The Crow Nation has very substantial undeveloped coal resources. In fact, today, the Crow Indian Reservation contains an estimated 9 billion tons of coal. The Crow Nation has developed a limited amount of its resource by leasing a portion of its coal reserves for 39 continuous years to Westmoreland. The Upsalaga mine was developed to supply Powder River Basin coal to Midwestern utilities, and it has produced over 180 million tons of coal since 1974. From the mine's 5 to 7 million tons per year of coal production, it provides production taxes and royalties to the Crow Nation exceeding 20 million in 2010 when the mine was operating at full capacity. The revenue generated from the mine represents as much as 2/3 of the Crow Nation's non-federal budget. Westmoreland employs a 70% tribal workforce with an average annual salary of $66,000. The Upsalaga mine is the largest private employer within the Crow Reservation. The importance of the mine to the economy of the Crow Reservation cannot be overstated. Without question, it is a critical source of jobs, financial support, and domestically produced energy. Westmoreland has been the Crow Nation's most significant private partner for over 39 years. A recent example demonstrates the importance of the Upsalaga mine to the Crow people. A major unplanned outage at the mine's largest power plant customer over the past 2 years resulted in a 50% reduction in tribal coal revenue and numerous employment layoffs. Despite the challenging environment, the Crow Nation has intensified its efforts to develop its coal resources to diversify its revenue streams with respect to the Upsalaga mine. The Crow tribe legislature approved Westmoreland lease in March of 2013. And similarly, in June, the BIA approved another tribally approved agreement with Cloud Peak Energy. Over the past 6 months, I have sent 3 Crow delegations to the Northwest to meet and work with tribal nations, investigate proposed coal export projects, and then to analyze the follow-up on these recent diplomatic discussions and fact-finding trips about possible relationships involving Crow coal transportation and export terminal partners. During the last 2 trips, I invited present and potential project partners as well as tribal leaders from Northwest tribal nations to visit my homeland to see firsthand Crow coal development and listen to their concerns. I will continue to work with everyone and respect tribal treaty rights, sacred sites, and local concerns. However, I strongly feel that non-governmental organizations cannot and should not tell me to leave Crow coal in the ground. I was elected to provide basic services and jobs to my citizens, and I will steadfastly and responsibly pursue Crow coal development to achieve my vision for the Crow people.